Marcus Williams for three.
I could hear that. That was pretty.
It's a great sound. How do you say it again?
I don't know. It's just got. You want to be able to have that high field goal percentage. Be a big man that can finish close to the basket.
Will Richard. That's a pretty sound.
Yes, exactly. This is what Richard needs, and he's capable of. So he's just got to be able to develop that and make that such a fundamental part of his game. Is that nice pull-up? I believe that the mid-range is alive. Okay, it's there in the women's game. I want it back in the men's game. And I think Richard could be one of those people that can do that for sure.
Richard now with 9 points. Joined the senior national team for World Cup qualification in 2023.
Was it 2?
Yeah, well, you have
that's
good
what
eyes.
I was calling I mean, it's not supposed to be mid-range. You gotta take a step back there or go up.
I didn't want to say it. I was like, that's a 3, I was thinking.
No. It was a mid-range. I saw his toe on the line.
It was a 2. Yeah, you're right. I think
that's his shot.
To take a point away.
Yeah, but I think that's his shot even more so because of his bounce.
Richard bounce pass. Dante Scott. Been in the paint for a while. Tui to beat the shot clock.
He was on target, but not enough. Again, credit to Golden. Just his size alone deters folks in the paint from making things. Dante Scott had nowhere to go.
Inside, big bad flag.
Said this earlier, Kevin. I mean, the face cuts going right down the middle of the paint. It's too easy.
Yeah, can't let someone face cut you.
Can't tell you how many suicides I've ran for that.
I thought you were always attentive on defense, though.
Of course, we all were, right?
In transition, Miami. They kind of slow it down. A drop off for Settle, gliding to the rim.
It's just too of twist screens and being ball screens and being able to do all this motion up top confuses the perimeter defense and allows them to get lanes right to the basket. Outside the arc, and just at the last second, right when they realize, oh, my defender is flat on there in the basket, it's also who can get to the basket from the perimeter.
Bolden missing both. Into the corner for Keyshawn Johnson, his second 3 of the game. Timeout called by Lane Wilson.
My favorite part about the promo for that game, it was like all the rookies of Dylan Harper and VJ Edgecombe and obviously Cooper Flagg and then Bronny James.
Yeah. Hey, Bronny James, he had a nice game. He only played 10 minutes. He was kind of working his way back from an illness.
Yeah, of course.
10 points, 10 minutes, had a nice dunk.
Athleticism still on display.
Glad Golden missing inside. Jerry Cryer stopping and popping. Dante Scott, the offensive rebound, muscles it in.
Had a little English on it, too, the basket. Off a twist.
Maryland Terrapin makes it 81-61, so they did take a point away from Will Richard. That was a 2, not a 3. Kyra Lewis Jr. has always been known for his quicks. Shows him off there, and he's in double figures, now 13.
He's had a solid night, 6 of 9 from the floor, making the right reads, whether it's for his teammates or for himself.
Oh, just tough tonight.
I don't think so. I'm waiting. I don't think I'll have to wait long, though.
Jay Cryer out here trying to function for the Warriors, down 22, inside to Coleman Hawkins, and puts it home.
Kevin, as this game goes on, I really get the whole Hawkins appeal.
Yes.
I love his intentionality around screening. And I love how he gets to the glass. Look at this. Screen into trap. Causes the defensive play as Keyshawn Johnson. There it is.
Body.
I think so.
Delaunay, the Commissioner's Cup, the NBA Cup brands. Free throws are good.
Warriors picking up the intensity now in this fourth quarter, trying to make something of this game. You can see full court press officially on.
Danger to the cutter. That's J.C. Butler, Caron Butler's son.
Now here's the challenge. You use all of that energy to make everything rushed on one end. Can you settle down on your end to get a bucket?
Great cut by Richard and a nice reverse to boot.
And the answer is
50 is doable.
we've seen crazier things in the NBA.
That's for sure. Nearly stolen. Madsen keeps it alive and play hard down the back. This is like 20 years ago.
Coleman Hawkins on the glass. Get to put the skates on again. Or actually, don't put the skates on. Put the defense on again.
Marcus Williams. Off to J.C. Butler. Tried to teardrop it home. Nice rebound for Will Richards, who's in double figures with 10. Though I'm sure he wants to get back. A play foul. L.J. Cryer. Shoulders. That's kind of a weird quirk of this one, though. 15-point game. Lewis gets free and drills it.
Again, all the action happening at the top of the key, across the perimeter, just guards getting open, hitting shots.
Cryer from 15.
Midi.
I like it. The midi still bringing it back in summer league.
You know, Jimmy Butler's still trying to keep it alive.
That's right. Yeah.
And I like the Warriors staying on theme here.
Lewis drilling that off his leg. Kick ahead. Coleman Hawkins tracks it down, lays it in a foul. Hawkins, just a 67% foul shooter in college over 5 years and was worse at K-State at 58%, but hits that. Points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists in 17 minutes. They force another turnover. Will Richard can't lay it in. And the Heat dodge one there.
Of course, you got to pace yourself. But I do love that the Warriors are stepping it up. You're seeing these traps into screens, making the Miami Heat uncomfortable. And I was going to say, is Keyshawn Johnson just comfortable enough? No, doesn't hit that outside shot. But this is the pace that the Warriors feel comfortable playing right now, and it's looking good for them.
Trying to get the snatch back off there, Taron Armstrong. Madsen drops it off. Tui with the lay-in.
And now it's the Warriors finding the seams to attack the perimeter defense and then dump it off to their big man and Alex Tui.
Butler the air ball. Armstrong the box out. It's only an 11-point game.
The Warriors have completely shifted the energy of this game to their favor.
Oh, Taron Armstrong, that would have been an incredible keeping it alive.
And that would have been an incredible bucket. One defender off your arm, tip it in.
Hand back, Marcus Williams off the glass. That's a clever finish.
The inside hand right by your defender.
That might be the bucket to do it. Jackson Rowe.
However, I don't know if we're coming down on time here. We'll see what the Warriors can.
Summer League games. Gets them both.
Feisty out there, Taron Armstrong.
Marcus Williams trapped, gets out of it nicely. Butler, nice bounce pass. Danger.
You can't let them out because once you let Tui ending up on the bad end of that.
Danger splits the pair. 89-77. 4 threes and 4 stops. That's all it takes if you're Golden State. Here's a 3, but it doesn't go. Everyone coming into today, the California Classic at 1-1. J.C. Butler to the line in 6 games in the regular season. Gets them both.
It's really cool to be able to see the next generation out on the floor. I always wonder what LeBron feels like when he's like, yeah, my dad played with you or played against you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, going into watch.
It is today, July 8th. Congrats.
Very successful 4 years in Miami for LeBron. 4 NBA Finals, 2 NBA titles, 2 Finals MVPs.
It's called getting the job done,
Yeah,
Kevin.
indeed. Settled to beat the clock. Final 45 seconds of this one. Heat by 15. Drop back for Richard. Didn't catch it cleanly.
Yeah, Richard's toes weren't quite set up there. Gives the ball up, but not enough for the Warriors.
One more possession of offense. You imagine both ways. Good look inside, danger. Back for his 6th season of college ball, because he didn't play 1 year, the year that Baylor won the national championship. I was done after 4, and I did not want to go back. Trust me.
Man.
Well, you know, for the right NIL deal, I think I would have done a 5th year.
We are in a different time, though.
Yeah, if they want to give me a cool $50K for wiping up wet spots, I would have done it.
Nice baseline move with the nice spin.
Yeah.
An elevation by Richard.
Well, Richard up to 12 points. He had 16 on Sunday. That should do it for our scoring, 93-79. And there's your final buzzer. We'll speak.